Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. I'm Amber if you're new to my channel, and if you are returning, welcome back. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so on my website. The link is down below in the description box, www.unveiledbyamber.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at unveilbyamber if you're interested in catching flash sales, coupons, discount codes, etc. Okay, I did post an announcement video. I would highly suggest that you go and watch that. I am having a raffle this month. I am featuring a fellow mystic on my website, Black Madonna Cosmetics. Okay, this is her whip, which is one of my favorites. And then bomb ass lip balm. Okay, so I'm not really gonna get into it here, but just so you guys know what's going on. All right, these are things that you can use in your everyday life to manifest, to create or invite favor or abundance into your life. For those who for those of you that believe in magic, you will find it. Okay, anyway, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Let's see, this is a fourth house reading. Okay, so the fourth house is about family, home, parents, roots, background. Particularly, I'm going to be focused on foundations. I know that this is a really uncertain time for a lot of us in the world, as far as like work goes, home life. I'm not gonna be stuck in a house forever, so I'm gonna be focused on foundations, but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna pick up messages that relate to foundations of relationships, friendships. Okay, take the messages how they resonate. I think it's really important to know for those who are kind of new to like tarot and particularly astrology. Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, I don't want to scare nobody, but it's gonna be there till 2026. All right. Uranus and Taurus is typically a placement of the planets that radically alters our home environments, radically alters our deepest like feelings, thoughts, etc. This is a time for re-examination and transformation. You may find during this time that either internally, for some of us it's going to be on an internal and a soul level, but for others of us it's going to be more of on a like an ascendant sign where you're actually experiencing these things in the 3D. You may find yourself revisiting issues from your childhood. There might be returns of concerns surrounding like parental relationships that you've had in the past. Even if you're a parent, this could be, how you deal with your children. If it could also have you looking on both sides of the coin. Okay, where you're wondering like, well, what did I get from my parents that I'm now exhibiting to my children? Am I okay with that? Do I like that? But definitely radically altering time. All right. Uranus and Taurus also affects the sense of security, stability, basic belief systems, things of that nature. And that is particularly why we're seeing a lot of things kind of disrupt themselves in the, politics around the world, healthcare systems, things of that nature. Just everybody's sense of security right now is being shaken up. So don't be too caught up in things that are going. Definitely keep yourself aware, but I wouldn't get too caught up in what's going on in the world, because the planets will shift again. Okay, it'll be okay. I am not giving health readings. I wanted to make that very clear to people. I will definitely give you a reading if you're curious about like, the nature of what's going on at work. Trying to figure out, relationship wise, how's, if you're disconnected from a person right now, if they're okay, those sort of things. You can definitely book personal readings for that. I will not be giving any personal readings to let you know if you have coronavirus or not. I'm not going to tap into that energy. I'm good. Okay. Anyway, let's get into it. In your pre-shuffle, okay, the King of Cups kept coming out. I really feel like that was your energy. You could be dealing with, some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could have Scorpio in your chart somewhere. But I feel like you've been spending a lot of time meditating on something. I do feel like somebody's maybe viewing you as a missed opportunity, or this is you meditating on an opportunity that you feel you missed. I also felt an external energy, like somebody thinks that they got away with something. And this might be a time where it's like backfiring on them because there's like some time or some distance that's been wedged in between you and another person. If you're dealing with an Aries, go watch their video. I feel like I always have to say that. I don't know if it's like a lot of Leos that have Aries placement, or y'all just be attracting Aries. Well, that makes sense because the fire signs do typically be attracting other fire signs. Okay, but a lot of the cards that came out in Aries reading were coming out in your pre-shuffle, and I mean in a whole nother deck of cards. Okay, so anyway, we'll leave that there. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my beloved ancestors, you all are welcome here. Only you all are welcome here to utilize me as a vessel to give Leo messages for their highest good and their highest good only. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, you have broken heart here. Okay. I was going to say, too, I kept hearing things look different when I'm at home or something like that. I don't know if that's somebody else, like things look different now that I'm stuck at home or something. You know, that was the vibe. Spirit, what is the strongest energy, okay, surrounding Leo's current foundations? In the month of April particularly, what's the strongest energy, please? What's the strongest energy? Spirit, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, you have deceit here. Okay, so like I told you, I definitely feel like somebody thought they got away with some shit. Are they thinking that they're getting away with some shit? The external energy is action. This could definitely be something that's going on behind like closed doors. With the number 25 here reducing to a 7, and then you have action here, 1 and 7. This could definitely have something to do with a relationship that you recently got yourself out of, or need to after this reading. Okay. Yeah, it's like there's some sort of message that's coming in from afar. You're gonna get news of this. Okay, it's gonna be coming in very quickly, because I'm looking at this white horse that is outrunning this black horse right now. Okay, this could involve a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Taurus as well. There's a lot of mutable energy though. Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, particularly right now. Somebody might be bringing you some type of news about this situation. I do not. I like this. Anyway, let's see what's up. What's popping? Why is this seat here? Why is this here, Spirit? Opposition, imbalance. Like I said, there's a heavy emphasis on duality here. Bottom of the deck, you have first house. This is what Aries got. Ooh. Then you have Leo here. That's you, boo. With Venus. Yes. 7th house. This is about love. This is definitely going to be resonating for a lot of you guys. And there goes Uranus. Yeah. So the foundation, I'm feeling like, of a relationship has definitely altered, or will be altering here. Either someone took off because they know that they were deceitful and they thought that they could get away before they got caught. Okay. And vice versa, for those of you that are behind the energy, this is someone thinking that they have an opportunity right now to get away with something. Something else that was coming out very strongly. Yeah, you have Scorpio, Taurus here at the top of the deck. What else is that? Is that conjunction? That's Capricorn. Okay. Anyway, financial constraints are coming out. Okay. With deceit here, he is actually holding some money. Seems like there's some money that's getting away, or he is looking inside of some type of a closet or chest drawer or something like that that doesn't belong to him. Or if it does belong to him, he might be realizing right now that someone has taken something that has belonged to him. When I say chest drawer, immediately I was feeling the heart space. Okay, so someone could have taken something from you that is not actually physical. Okay, with opposition and balance here, I kind of feel like those of you that are ahead of the energy, this is you looking in the mirror and kind of like confronting yourself about the fact that you maybe allowed this to happen. This is you making yourself conscious, looking yourself in the mirror and just saying like, nah, I trust myself on this. My intuition is telling me that this happened. X, Y, and Z is going to happen, and acting on that inkling. Okay, for others of you, this is completely you confronting another individual. Okay, this opposition and balance card is also about having conflict with particular people. It's about test. Okay, people being called out, objectified. All right, I really didn't want to take this first house, but I'm gonna take it because I'm just the messenger. Okay. But anyway, like I told you, I feel like somebody is thinking that, you know, they're going to get away with something. They see some type of opportunity. Like all I see here is like some type of door opening, some type of window opening for someone to get away with something or get it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Okay. They're asking me to do a split spread for whatever reason. Oh, right. Yeah. And in the beginning of the pre-shuffle, you have here the Emperor and the Empress here. So definitely for some of you guys, this could have something to do with a marriage, a structure, someone who you share a business with, someone who you share assets with, that sort of thing. Like even with this Ace of Swords energy, whatever communication is coming in, I feel like it is splitting some type of foundation down the center. Okay. That is what Uranus and Taurus does. What's the energy between these two individuals? Yeah, Six of Wands, Eight of Swords. Okay, somebody's having some level of victory. This is your energy. I feel like this is you. Okay, but this is moving into the Seven of Wands. So you might be on the verge of blocking someone or having some type of victory over your opponent. I do feel an energy of somebody losing their power, losing their crown, that sort of thing. I do feel like this is an energy where somebody's tapped into their head and another person is tapped into their heart. Okay. Also feel the energy for you to get through this current situation. This is going to need to be a mind over heart type of decision that you make with the Eight of Swords here. It's definitely an energy of bondage. Okay. This is moving into the Nine of Swords though, so you're starting to lose sleep over this. You're starting to really be bothered about it. I do feel like there's going to be a message. Now look, you've got this white horse in the background. Clearly the white horse made it. Okay, is about to come in and bring you some sort of message. Let me show y'all this. This is so crazy for these two different decks to be connecting like this. Okay, because there you got that. Well, it would really go like this, right? The white horse is outrunning this black horse, making it into this situation where there's a battle that is taking place, right? And right when people feel like they are bound by a situation, losing sleep, thinking that they're, you know, like hallucinating, trying to figure out how to set themselves free mentally, here comes this message from afar. You see that eagle there? Some of you guys, this could definitely be a message that actually comes through the mail, okay, that arrives at your door. Okay, the first house is about arrivals. It's also about like portals, being self-aware, that sort of thing. But I'm going to put these two cards back because I just want one. What's the message, Spirit? The strongest message, if you would. Nine of Coins. Yeah, so particular. Somebody about to be single or is single. Okay, Nine of Pentacles here. And this says victory to the suffragettes. Yes. So if you have experienced some level of suffering, definitely your victory is coming here. The Nine of Pentacles is also a very confident energy, aside from it being a very single energy. I do feel like you're going to find strength in numbers. Particularly, some of you guys have a group of friends, family members, or something of that nature that can be of some sort of assistance at this time. You should reach out. You should share your thoughts. Some of you guys are on the brink between doing that and then actually getting involved in something more toxic, like drinking, smoking, you know, just overindulging. For some of you, this could be even like overeating, like that type of thing or whatever. So just be mindful of that because you have a choice right now. Okay. What's the situation? Show me the situation that Leo's in the month of April, Spirit. Yeah, Justice with the Hangman. Definitely bringing something into balance. There's a traitor in this situation. Somebody has gotten caught or they're in the process of getting caught. The fact that Justice is here on this black horse It could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that you're dealing with. It could be a Pisces as well. Could also be an Aries, Cancerian, Capricorn, or a Libra, like I said. Yeah, Five of Cups. This is some level of regret and sorrow with the Three of Swords here. Somebody did something to cause some type of heartbreak. Somebody is a traitor. Just, I have to call it like I see it. Somebody's a traitor. Justice going to the Hangman. There's, you know, somebody needs to surrender in this situation. I do believe that that's your energy, okay? Needing to surrender to allow this to play out. I do also feel an energy that someone might be wanting to come back around, or this is you maybe wanting to come back around to another person that you left out in the cold for this traitor. Vice versa for the cross watcher, okay? You could have left Leo out in the cold for another person who is actually a traitor, and now you're wanting to come back around. A lot of Libra energy here. Why is justice here for this situation, Spirit? It's quite clear to me. Let me make sure it's clear to you. Yeah, Ace of Wands with the Tower. Somebody took some type of action that was disruptive, but I do feel a rescue type of energy. Yeah, definitely feel a rescue type of energy, and that's the secret here. Moon here with Aries, okay? You could be dealing with someone who has a moon in Aries, okay? You also have Sagittarian energy with the Wheel. Somebody's had a change of heart, somebody's emotions have changed about a situation. Yeah, because I'm getting that off of the Three of Swords as well. Like, he's sitting here ruminating on some type of heartbreak, contemplating on what to do about it, right? But you have, he's being, like, he's, how would I say that, Spirit? Come on. It's like he's being powered by his emotions right now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Where somebody lost their power in a situation because they got into their head, right? Got out of their heart. Okay. There's been a change of emotion with the Five of Cups here. A change of heart. Okay. Powered by that same emotion. Okay. That could most recently been invoked, okay, or triggered by someone's deceit. Yeah, this Ace of Wands is going to the Two of Wands. Somebody's making some sort of plans to fuck something up. I'm just saying. Because, see, she's holding this ball of fire. And it's almost like the heavens are reaching out with this wand, right? To give you some sort of connection, some level of clarity, right? To begin something. And then what ends up on fire, right? With the Tower here is a tree, a root, a foundation, a structure, right? But when I'm looking at these people here that were first slaves, okay? That's the energy off of this particular deck of cards. These are, to be very literal, it's actually the Israelites, right, that are being rescued or freed from the Pharaoh, from Egypt. And they're headed towards their destiny, okay, headed towards the star, towards healing. What type of action needs to be taken? I do feel like you're caught up in your thoughts. Are you ruminating on this? Okay, trying to figure out what to do, because I kind of got caught up for a minute. Okay, strength with the Hermit here. Your courage is needed. Your courage is definitely needed. You need to take some time alone as well so that you can come into this level of enlightenment. With strength here, okay, it is your energy, but it's also the number 8. 8. So you might have to come back around to a particular situation, which I'm feeling that here as well. You have 1 and 7 and then a 1. This could definitely be coming back around to a situation that either left you heartbroken or left someone else heartbroken. Yeah, and then you have these 2s. 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups here. Definitely feel like this might be a second go around with someone. Or you're hoping or wishing for one, or vice versa. Someone's hoping or wishing to have a second go around with you. How would Leo, can't ignore the fact that you have the World here with the 8 of Wands. There's something that you need to work very hard to achieve right now. Okay? The World with the 8 of Wands. How would Leo view strength here? With the Hermit, how would Leo view this? Something's going to take a little more time too than you were anticipating. Yeah, the 8 of Coins just hit the ground. Like I told you, number 8s are going to be very significant. You're on the brink. You're battling or juggling in between completing something, finishing something, fucking something up, tearing something down. That's very clear here, because you keep having these 8s. And then you have these 2s, which ultimately they go to a 10. They go to a state of, the 9 is about finality, but when we move into the 10, that's reaping rewards for what has just closed out. So in the center of your reading here, you have the 9 of Coins. And I told you, somebody about to be single. But I also feel like right now, what you're trying to figure out is, where's the reward? Where's the redemption in this process that I'm closing out? And maybe that's keeping you from closing something out because you're not really sure where things are going to end or land, or what you're going to receive as a result of. Okay, but the 8 of Coins hitting the ground here, this actually goes to the 9 of Coins. You're not wanting to work on something with someone, or they're not wanting to work on something with you. And that's how you would view strength. Okay, so the traditional strength card is the Empress, right? Which is a mother figure, but it could be a Taurus or a Libra or another Leo, okay? But it's the Empress who is trying to tame the beast, the lion, you. Okay, this particular strength card, okay, is actually headed, look, there's that split between the Empress and the lion. And then you have the Hermit. The Hermit travels alone. He actually used to be the Emperor. So he used to be the father. You know, he used to be an empire, like owner, that sort of thing. Like, you can't used to be a father, right? I mean, you can, but for the most part, he used to be some type of authoritative figure, is rather what I should say. The Hermit actually ends up losing everything, and so he heads into the mountains so that he can seek some level of enlightenment, okay? Now, interestingly enough, you have that here with this Ace of Wands, and he's also headed to the star, okay? And I was telling you that this particular tower in this deck, okay, is someone free. It's a group of people that are either rescued or they have decided to free themselves. Bottom of the deck, you have the Magician here. Definitely, I would suggest that you go and watch Aries reading if you have that in your chart. If you don't know if you have it in your chart, there's typically a link in the description box that will help you figure out what your natal chart is. Tell me one more thing about the action that needs to be taken. I just want to make it very clear. What's the action that needs to be taken? I really feel like somebody needs to walk away. The Hermit is back out here. Okay? You need to seek some level of enlightenment about a situation. Bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, walking away. Being okay with being alone, okay? This 8 of Cups is headed to the 9 of Cups. That is how you're going to get your satisfaction, your accolades, your wishes, that sort of thing. I do feel like maybe some of you are worried about it being a selfish decision, especially if you're in a situation where you, like someone's depending on you financially. That could be why you're kind of back and forth in your mind. Others of you could have Gemini in your chart. I do pick up a Gemini energy, kind of being in two minds. No offense, but some of you guys could be bipolar. I'm also picking up a few of you that are in a bit of like a have bipolar have a bipolar disorder. I hate to label it because I don't judge. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother conversation, but I feel like anyway, some of you guys may be dealing with that, some type of mental illness, mental like instability, that sort of thing. What are the hidden factors of this current situation that Leo is in? What are the hidden factors? The Lovers. Gemini energy, number 1. But this is headed towards the Chariot. So once you make a decision, I do feel like you're going to be moving very quickly. Or this is vice versa. Okay, this is someone else who is ready to make a decision about you and they're ready to move very quickly. Hidden factors could also be a family. Tell me one more thing about the Lovers being a hidden factor here. Somebody's choosing themselves too. I'm also picking that up. Ooh, the Chariot came out here. 3 of Cups. With Judgment. Yeah, somebody wants to make some type of like return, reconciliation, reconnection here. And that's currently the issue. Okay, not knowing how to move this forward. Not having the courage. And he's meditating. This is your energy. Some of you guys could be Cancer, Leo, Cuspers, because you have the Chariot here, but it's going into its strength. You know, because the Chariot is Cancerian energy, but as you can see, you have the constellation of the Lion back here. So some of you guys definitely could be Cancer, Leo, Cuspers. Some of you guys also too, the ones that have a choice actually in this situation are going to be making a choice and moving forward with that choice, or you're faced right now with a choice of choosing yourself. You could be a Gemini, Leo, Cusper. For others of you that are actually meditating, you're in a quiet space right now and you know that it's the cross watcher or somebody else who has a choice to make or needs to gain the courage to approach you. You most likely are a Cancer, Leo, Cusper is what I just heard. Tell me about the Lovers, please. You have the High Priestess, the Empress. Interestingly enough, how I was telling you about Uranus and Taurus and being faced or having to revisit parental relationships, childhood traumas, things of that nature. I'm looking at this man right here with this 3 of Swords who potentially is ruminating or trying to figure out how to move on from or walk away from some hurt that was it could have even been caused by his mother. I'm seeing this little boy having this baby energy on his mind. But and for some of you guys, it could be a fertility sort of situation with the Empress being here. But like, yeah, because I'm seeing the 4 of Swords. It's like this is someone who is maybe even having dreams about this. What type of opportunity? Okay, the Fool. A brand new start. You could definitely take a risk. I think that the opportunity is to elevate yourself from this situation as well. Regenerating something also. Somebody being praised for their loyalty, for their innovation. Some of you guys could have Aquarius in your chart. Tell me again why the Fool would be here for the opportunity. I can't make this up, guys. Look, where is he headed? Out the door. Not out the door. Like, he headed out the door. Seriously. He's headed out the door. And he has an offer in his hand. That's what's interesting. he has an offer in his hand, or you know, he's got like this flower in his hand. You might be wanting to plant a new seed, possibly with a Sagittarius, a Taurus, an Aquarius, an Aries, a Gemini. Where is he headed? What is he headed towards? Where is he headed? Okay. Yeah, the wheel came back out here. Okay, something that's definitely faded. Okay, you have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Shut the front door. I'm not going to play with y'all, Leo. The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. This is a very, very beautiful family vibration, very heavy family vibration. Some of you guys may actually be visiting your family members. Now, please, 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 I told you all in the beginning that I was feeling an energy where some of you guys have an opportunity to either voice your opinion, share your thoughts, or whatever the case may be, with a friend, with family members. I told you that your strength is going to exist in numbers. Okay, please let that resonate with you deeply, because I said that if you have that choice, or you have a choice to get yourself involved with something that is much more toxic. And so now I have the devil here. Okay, now there was the Tower. Okay, this is the before of that, right? This is tearing down some type of structure, having, you know, some sense of like freedom, heading towards healing, that sort of thing. This is a regressive energy. This is going back to that bondage, back to the root of issues. Okay, so just be careful, be mindful of that. This is really, really beautiful, because I'm seeing this man, right, who's all grown up. He has this woman and this child behind him. He clearly has established some things, but the fact that they're kind of like translucent, maybe this is something that you're imagining or you're dreaming of, but he's caught between two worlds right now. It's kind of like he's thinking forward, and I think I said that was this read I think it was this reading. I just said that, where you're seeing both sides of it. You're like thinking about your parental relationships, and you're wondering about what you receive from your parents, and if that has any influence on maybe the children you have right now, or the children that you will have in the future. Okay, but this is a really beautiful energy. Wow, I didn't expect that. I didn't even expect that. Tell me what's the outcome of this situation with the King and the Queen of Cups, please. What's the outcome? That caught me off guard. Wow, the Five of Swords with the Six of Cups. Yeah. So I definitely feel like you are going to be walking away from someone. I think that you realize that you may have you know, like lost this war, you know, especially if you're divorcing, or you're going through some type of separation with a person who you've invested time in or whatever, but you're headed towards the Six of Cups. You're headed towards like a reconnection, something that makes you nostalgic, something that is everlasting. Okay, I just really feel like you might have been dealing with someone who doesn't have a tribe mentality. Okay, and I mean, at a time like this, like dealing with the whole, like, I hate to say it, but hey, the coronavirus or whatever, I think is bringing, at this time too, with Uranus and Taurus, is bringing a lot of things up about how we come together as a family, you know. And so for some of us, our friends are the family that we end up choosing, or that are gifted to us, or whatever the case may be. And most recently, I think that you're discovering that you weren't really dealing with someone who had a tribe mentality, and you're wanting to move to a better place mentally. I feel like towards someone from your past, someone who got away, with the Queen of Swords and the Five of Coins here. It could be someone who is divorced. It could be someone who has could be even someone who has some level of a like a drug addiction or something like that, or they could be, or like a recovering addict. This could be your mother too, to be honest with you, with the Queen of Swords or the Five of Coins. I do feel like a woman most recently became graceful, but not before losing herself. I don't know why, I don't know who that's for. I feel like that's for someone very, very specific. Okay. Tell me one more thing about the outcome of this situation for Leo. Let's get something else for those of you that this is not resonating in love. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? No, you got to be more clear than that. You have to be more clear than that, Spirit, please. Making a decision. Okay. To transform something, you have the Hangman here, and that's where we kind of started with that energy. Where is it? Justice with the Hangman. Okay. Releasing the traitor, making a decision to do so. Two of Swords here. Definitely transformation, because I'm looking at this Hangman. He's actually inside of someone. Okay, so this could be something you're feeling internally. You're feeling on a soulful level. Like I said, some of you guys are feeling like it's selfish to make this decision that you're going to make, but you're going to decide to make it. Okay, let's get you some advice. I can't with y'all, Spirit. Look, they said we did give them to leave. The door is open. That's not even funny. I'm sorry. The way Spirit be talking to me. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibeus moon. Surrender to the divine. Full moon energy. There's a full moon in Scorpio on the 7th of May, which I want to say that it's either the same weekend or week of Mother's Day, or it's before or after. I feel like that's going to be very, very significant for you guys. And then you also have here a time for healing, balsamic moon. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, these two actually complete one another. Okay, this would make it a full moon. So you're very close to achieving your goal. There's some level of healing that needs to take place, and in the interim, okay, or what is going to be coming to the surface is a realization that you need to surrender to some type of change that is going on. Okay, now I'm not going to treat y'all no different. I read from the book for Aries. I know we're at 36 minutes, but I'm going to read you're very close to achieving your goal. The other one, I believe, is very, very self-explanatory. That it's a time for healing. But let's see. All right, it says you're very close to achieving your goal. The word gibeus means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation that you're asking about is bulging with possibility in coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there's also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know that there's a fuse attached to this situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. The affirmation is, I know I'm on the right track. Okay, additional meanings. Now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project. It says you need to get back into good health habits. And the teaching. The gibeus moon comes at the very end of a lunar cycle, just before a full moon. She looks like she's bulging because she's almost a full moon. So she's nearly full rounded. It's the culmination of a waxing cycle, and as such tends to be a rather intense period of the month. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time and a very ripe situation. Wow. Okay. So for some of you guys, like I said, this could most definitely be about children, okay? About a family, bringing a child into the world, most definitely, okay? Are you being very nostalgic of that particular time? For others of you, this could be about you kind of like ruminating or being faced with certain like opinions or like I said, radically altered thoughts and opinions about your mother, the relationship that you've had with your mother, your father, that sort of thing. Even in this Lover's card, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, okay? This little boy, he seems to be at the center of this, okay? So regardless of gender, that's your reading. Definitely be prepared to surrender to the divine and work through your fears. You You can book a personal reading on my website, www.unveiledbyamber. Don't forget to go and watch the announcement video. You'll find out how you can qualify to potentially receive some of these magical gifts that I am sending out this month. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I wish you guys a lot of love and light. Leo, bye.